All right. Welcome back. Today I'm just going to share a little basic meal prep that I do around here. Now, this is great. Even if you don't do this sauce, you just take all the steps, add in some different sauces later, package it up with some ranch or barbecue or whatever your favorite sauce is. So, first thing we are going to do is take a couple of rotisserie chickens. We're going to take the skin off. I usually toss the skin. There's really no need for keep it. Then once you do that, I separate the dark meat and the white meat. The dark meat I save for other things, chicken dips, other stuff like that. White meat is basically what I use for this. This goes really good with the sauces. Also save the carcasses so you can make some really great stock. What you want to do is put it in the freezer and then just whenever you want to make some stock, you just make a giant batch with this. Comes out absolutely delicious. Take the shredded chicken, put it to the side, and we're going to take 2 cups of rice for 2.5 cups of water. Add about a tablespoon of oil to it, some salt to taste. And then we're going to stir it up and let it come up to a simmer. I usually have this on like a number 4. Once it comes up to like a simmer, you're going to wash your rice. So always wash the rice. And you're just going to dump it right in there. And then you're going to stir it up a little bit. So you're going to be stirring it every 2-ish minutes. You're going to keep it on there. Now people tell you not to stir your rice. But for this instance, for this type of rice that I'm making, this is you're going to stir it in a few minutes. You'll see why once you see the final product on here. You're going to keep stirring. You see how there's little bubbles or air pockets starting to show up in the rice. That's a good sign. You'll feel some resistance as some of the rice starts to stick to the bottom. That's fine. That's good. Just stir it every couple minutes. So then this is very crucial. Make sure you check on it every 2-ish minutes because this part goes very fast. Also, I do have the back burner set to between 2 and 3. The reason is I don't want to wait for the big burner to cool down. So this is what you're looking for right here. See all those air pockets? That's good. You're going to stir it one more time. Then you're going to cover it with foil and put the lid on it. And then I move it to the other burner. If you've got a gas stove, you just lower the heat. But I found that my particular electric stove, it takes a while for it to cool down to the temperature I need to, and the rice always burns. So with electric stove, I just put it in the other burner that's already been going at a lower heat to prevent that. Then we're just gonna blanch some broccoli. Fairly simple. Just put it in boiling water for like 2 to 3 minutes. Take it out, ice bath it. So you're gonna keep it in the ice bath for about 3 to 5 minutes. As far as draining, I have a salad spinner. Highly recommend you get one. They're awesome for this and a few other things. But you also can just leave it in a strainer for about 30 minutes and then take a little paper towel to it, and it'll give you somewhat of the same effect. But look at how much water came out of that with just a few spins of the salad spinner. Now it's time to heat warm up the sauce. This is Tikka Masala that I'm doing. I tried this jar. It's pretty decent. It's not my favorite, but I do like to try new jarred sauces, see if I like anyone. My favorite though is the KFI. I actually do like their stuff, but it wasn't in stock, and I figured let's try some new things. Now we're gonna bring that to a simmer, throw in the chicken, let it coat. Everything's cooked, so we just really are just coating and reducing. You don't have to do this step. If you want to just shred your chicken, separate it into each little chicken bowl, and then add your different sauces like barbecue sauce, your favorite teriyaki sauce, or anything of that sort in a little container. Bring it with you to work. Just throw it on there. You can do that as well. That's actually what I do most of the time, so that way I don't get bored of eating the same shit all the time. All right, so the rice has been on the burner for about 45 minutes to 50 minutes, just depending on how good your burner is and how much rice you have in there. So then you're just gonna fluff it. Now the reason that it does take longer, the reason that I use the ratios and the technique that I use is I don't like my rice real sticky. Um, I like it where you see right here, every individual grain is separated or mostly separated, but they're all cooked all the way through with a little bit of firmness to it, which is ideally what I prefer, and a lot of Dominicans prefer this type of rice on here. And then the best part, the concon. So you take all that scraped up rice. I basically just took it, add a little bit of that Tikka Masala sauce on top of it, let it sit for a couple minutes to soak it up, and it's like a little chef's treat. Uh, in most Dominican households, there can be fights breaking out over the concon. And now we just plate everything up. I divided everything into about 6 equal portions. I'd say they're probably about somewhere around 600 calories each, give or take here and there. Um, but then once you divide everything up, measure it all out, you just put them in the fridge. Whenever you are lazy or get the munchies in the middle of the night, or you just don't want to cook after work, or even just bring it to work, and there you have it. It's just simple, easy. Pop it in the microwave, not in the plastic container. I always put it on a plate. I don't like microwaving plastic. And with that said, if you want, like and subscribe. And as always, may this help keep your hands warm and your hearts even warmer.